Dr. Hannibal Lecter, and he's a cannibal, but he's like a classy serial killer, which is cool.
At least he's classy.
So classy. Well, it's great because after Silence of the Lambs they get a bunch of Hannibal Lecter movies that come out, which I actually think they're pretty good. So anyway.
Oh. Spook easily, Storm?
Not yet, sir.
He's past the others. The last cell. I'll be watching. You'll do fine. The killer is on the loose.
Keeps them alive for 3 days. Then he shoots them, spins them, and dumps them.
A rookie FBI agent is on his trail.
He's got real physical strength, cautious, precise, and he's never impulsive. He'll never stop.
But in order to track him down, she'll have to match wits. I'll help you catch him, Clary. Believe me, you don't want Hannibal Lecter inside your head. With the darkest of their own minds. Just do your job and never forget what he is. But he's a monster. Pure psychopath. So rare to capture one alive.
So close to the way you're going to catch him, do you realize that? Oh, Clarice, your problem is you need to get more fun out of life.
You told me you don't spook easily.
Go this easy, sir.
Lecter's missing and arm. Man's a raving maniac. Who knows what he'll do?
Oh yeah.
Thank you,
Clarice.
Silence of the Lambs.
Oh yeah. Dude, Anthony Hopkins, unreal. Won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. Yeah. So I just showed Mason the trailer to, a very, very storied movie. I believe, especially from my childhood, came out during the 90s, my youth. So Mason, based on that trailer that we just watched, try and guess the plot of Silence of the Lambs.
Got it. So I think, she's the one lady starts in a jail and they let her out, and I think she is. I'm so confused about the jail cell thing in the beginning because in my mind she's like a detective.
Yeah.
I don't know why she was locked up.
Yeah.
But
I think you're assuming something then.
I am assuming something.
Okay.
I probably missed a 2-second line in the trailer.
No, I mean they said it like 8 times. That's okay.
But anyway, then there's this creepy guy.
Okay.
And
this creepy guy.
I think she's
Anthony Hopkins.
Yes, Anthony Hopkins, some creepy dude. And I think she is trying to find this killer that they were talking about.
Okay.
And this creepy dude knows a lot about the case. So she has to get this. She has to work with this creepy dude to help find who the killer is.
Okay.
But this creepy dude helps her out, but then also kind of tears her up on the inside.
So I guess that you think that she's locked up behind bars just because the guard closed the bars behind her when she walked in?
I thought she was in there, walked in, and then they closed it again.
Yeah.
I thought she was already in jail, and then they let her out.
So do you think jail is just there's one gate on the outside and there's a wide open space on the inside? Or do you think that jail is sectioned off into areas?
I don't know how big this cell is.
Yeah, well, so...
They have a really bougie jail.
No. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. So, I guess it's good you don't know about jail yet. You'll learn about jail someday, son. You'll get there. So, anyway. So she's in a maximum security system, right, in prison. So, it's a giant prison system. So she's you walk in one door, then you walk down the hallway, and then you have to go through security, and then there's another set of bars, and then so that's that's why you're seeing all of that security. Because they want to set it up so if the serial killer breaks out of one level, he can't just escape out the front door. He's not going to throw another 8 levels of defense, right? To your point, she is a detective. She's a rookie detective. She's young. This is one of her first cases, if not the first case she's working. And she is, she scored very well. She's very high ranked, very high performer. And she ends up being instructed by her boss to track down the serial killer that's going on. And that's the one that you heard that holds them for a certain amount of days, shoots them, skins them, dosses them, right? So that's what she's trying to find. Anthony Hopkins, his character, is somebody who's like a caught serial killer, and he's a cannibal, just to kind of make it even more interesting. But he was like a professor, so he's like a doctor, like he's Dr. Hannibal Lecter, and he's a cannibal, but he's like a classy serial killer, which is cool.
He's classy.
So classy. Well, it's great because after Silence of the Lambs they get a bunch of Hannibal Lecter movies that come out, which I actually think they're pretty good. So anyway, one thing I'm really proud of you really nailed the part where she works with him and he helps her to some degree, but also in turn he also tears her apart to some degree on the inside, which is exactly what he does. He digs into her background and her personal history. Like he can read her like a book as soon as she walks into the room, and it scares the shit out of her. So, but it's important for her to learn if she's gonna be working with sociopaths and trying to catch a sociopath, you got to think like one. So that's the whole idea.
Got it.
Also, what's part of it is that he being Hannibal Lecter, is also getting trade-offs. So for him giving information, they're getting him a better cell, they're giving him more rights and all this stuff, but he's like negotiating for it. And so it's some really interesting stuff. The acting performances are absolutely unreal. I just think it's a super effective movie. It's one that's more creepy than like straight up scary, but it's super effective. The serial killer character to me is actually hilarious. There's a bunch of different scenes that make me laugh and are super quotable. For example,
like meant to be funny or like just like
I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. All right, I'll give you an example. One of his lines, they says his name's Buffalo Bill, and one of his lines is she a big fat person? So that makes me laugh every time he says that. Not that it's nice. I'm not saying it's a nice thing to say.
It's just kind of funny when a serial killer.
You're a big fat person. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah. So yeah, I suggest everyone check it out. Is this something you think you'd be interested in seeing?
Maybe.
Oh, dude, you have no idea.
I feel like there's better movies lined up for me though.
Yeah, like Jesus Christ, some of that shit that's just incorrect. Thanks for checking out this video.
Like and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about the movie in the comments below.
Let us know if there's any movies you want us to watch. Who knows? Maybe we'll watch them together.